Welcome, guys. It's Antonio again, and we're doing another TV review. And this time, we are talking about the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead. I can't tell you how excited I am that The Walking Dead's finally back on. I know everybody else is excited, so let's just get down into the nitty-gritty of what happened. Um, so first we have, Gabriel is taking stuff from the pantry, and then he just drives off, so nobody knows where he is or anything like that. Nobody even noticed that he left. So we cut back to Hilltop where Rick and crew are talking with Gregory, who, they're trying to get, allies to take on the Saviors and all that other stuff. And, so everybody's back. We got Daryl back with the crew and all that other stuff. We know that Negan's probably going to be looking for him later. Gregory completely denies, teaming up with them and all that other stuff. And then, we get a little shade from Rosita. Later on we get a little shade from Rosita. So they go to the kingdom, with following Jesus and all that other stuff, so they can request audience with King Ezekiel, which they do. They have a little talk. Jesus forgot to mention the tiger, which everybody was afraid of. They meet back up with Morgan. They let them know that, like, hey, all this happened. They killed all these people. They took Eugene. Yeah, we still don't know what happened to Eugene, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna find that out probably later on in the series. Um, so essentially, Ezekiel turns him down, and let's also talk about Jerry. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around, but let's talk about Jerry for a second because he's everything. He's the best console for Ezekiel, and he even told them, like, you do not interrupt the king. So that happens. So Ezekiel, is not really too keen on the alliance because of everything that's already happened and all that other stuff. But he does offer Daryl asylum because he knows that the Saviors are going to be looking for Daryl when they go back to Alexandria. So we cut back, they're driving back to Alexandria, and they find these explosives and this tripwire, and there's a herd coming. So, and plus there's a roadblock of cars, so they have to move those and then move them back, so that way the Saviors don't know that they, went to all these places and whatnot. And then we have the Walker Limbo, where Michonne and Rick take two separate cars that are tethered by a giant wire, and they just mow down the herd, get some of the explosives and all that other stuff. But one of them goes off. Also, the shade with Rosita, going back to the kingdom. So, Sasha goes like, hey, I knew he would say no and all that other stuff. And Rosita was straight up like, excuse my language, we just fucked the same dude. Like, uh, pretty much, like, we had sex with the same dude. That doesn't mean we're friends. And then she just walks off. She was pretty much like, girl, bye. So then we cut we cut back to Alexandria. So Rick's crew gets there. They start talking to everybody. They need to prep everybody because they know that the Savior's going to be coming. Because they heard over the radio that Daryl had escaped. That Negan has found out that Daryl escaped. So as soon as they get through the gate, some of the Saviors come. They are like, hey, where's Daryl? Rick's like, Daryl's not here. We're just now hearing about that he escaped. On the way back or whatever. So that's when they go through tear up the place. They go to the pantry, and that's when they find out that pretty much all their shit's gone. And the Saviors are pretty much, you're lucky that we're not here for a pickup because you'd be kind of fucked right now. So they have to find out where Gabriel went. They find out that he's going to the boat that Rick and Aaron went to get all the food for the Saviors the first time. So obviously he wants to be found. Cutting back to Aaron's having a little trouble in paradise, but he's like, Aaron's come a long way since we first saw him. He didn't really want to do anything, but now he's like complete total badass now. He has his share of scars and all that other stuff, and he's like, they need me. Like Rick needs him. So it's good that we're branching off. With all the other characters and whatnot. We also find out later that I guess it was Billy who Ezekiel slash Morgan's training with the stick finds Carol, and Ezekiel just always wants to know if Carol is okay. He's always bringing her food and all that other stuff, and Carol just wants to be left alone. But Morgan did them know that he let Rick and crew know that he did find Carol, but that she left. So cutting back, Rick and crew are going to find they're going to find Gabriel, and they get to this part where, like, I'm gonna say it's like a junkyard essentially, and then they get ambushed by a bunch of I'm gonna call them the people from the swamp essentially that Tara escaped, that Tara got away from or whatever. So, and then they just surround the crew and whatnot. And then by the end, Rick smiles. So I'm interested to see, I guess he's smiling because there's more people that might want to be allies against the saviors or whatnot. But I'm so glad that The Walking Dead is back on, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode. You can also I also live tweet as well, so you can follow me at Twitter at AntonioJ31. I'll leave the link to that in the description. And let me know your thoughts on tonight's episode. I mean, what are your thoughts going forward with the series? We're at the if you read the comics, we're on the All Out War. We're starting the All Out War arc, so I want to see what people are thinking, what the showrunners might change up and whatnot. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. And this is Antonio signing off, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.